Welcome, my friends. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. We are live. It is Sunday, the 23rd day of August 2009. We're going to be live here for the next 2 hours. We're going to have wide open phones. Any news item, any issue, any story you want to cover, any question, any comment. The phones are now wide open at 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244. And locally in Central Texas, 512-646-1776. Okay, where to start, where to begin? I have several large, very important stacks of news and information here. Number one, we have Rasmussen and other national scientific, highly respected polls showing that Obama now has this is staggering, 41% approval rating. The lowest previous to this was Jimmy Carter with a 46. 8 months into his administration, 8 months and 2 days, this is the lowest ever for any president. So the bigger they are, the harder they fall. People expected this guy to walk on water. They expected to have their houses paid for, their cars paid for, the wars to end, the warrantless wiretapping to end, the police state to end. And, of course, they're just getting more of it. Obama is their closer. He is meant to take all of the George Bush's policies and make them look trendy and progressive and basically repackage them. He's a great case point for a college advertising class in RTF. Of what advertising is. Take something that it isn't and repackage it and sell it as something that it isn't, where people buy into the idea of the fraud. But when you're losing your job, losing your house, losing your country, losing your future, all the slick teleprompters, all the Harvard lawyer-trained speech, all the fancy suits, it means nothing. Reality is beginning to set in on the propaganda of Barack H. Obama. So we're going to talk about that today. Also, more congressmen, more governors coming out saying they don't want martial law under the staged flu pandemic coming up in just a few months that the media has been hyping. And we keep seeing stories about Miami Dolphins getting it and baseball teams getting it, tailor-made to hype the fear. And then weeks later, it always comes out they didn't really have the dreaded swine flu. And remember, you've had less than 2,000 deaths worldwide, less than 200 here in the U.S., but the media is acting like it's the end of the world when your normal flu every year kills almost 500,000 people worldwide, 36,500, close to 37,000 people in the U.S. alone. What is going to happen when the regular flu season hits and tens of thousands die? If they've almost shut down our society under a level 6 pandemic global police state, under a few hundred people dying in the U.S., what is going to happen when tens of thousands die? That's why we continue to cover this. A lot of new big developments on that front as well. Also, of all people, Larry Flint, who is very influential, has the 10th largest magazine in the world, has been a mainline Democrat his entire life, a mainline liberal. He's coming out saying both parties are controlled by the New World Order, by the Rothschilds, by the Rockefellers. The article he wrote is just unbelievable. And I happen to know because I ran into one of the main editors at Hustler. He came to our event in 2006 in L.A., our 9/11 event that was on C-SPAN, that it's our material that's woken up Larry Flint. And love him or hate him, it's a big deal to have Larry Flint coming out and attacking Obama. So people are seeing through the left-right paradigm. If Larry Flint can, then phony right-wingers can as well. We're going to cover that and the attacks on free speech. The Washington Post, Sydney Morning Herald, of all publications, defending our Joker contest. Stay with us. The Illusion